Back before some of you were born, Silent Clubstep, one of the most popular and recognizable levels of all time, was created in 1.8 but published in 1.9 by Silent as an impossible level. It is possible this level would have been easier, but the original copy was lost due to a save data accident when Silent was trying to hack verify the level using a complex method because early GD moment. As a result, Silent then buffed the level, or at least the pre-drop, to harder than it was intended to be. So if not for the mistake when hack verifying the level, it is possible that the level could have been verified sooner. But on to what actually happened with the level. Most of the first attention it received was due to Zobros, who was a really good player at the time, doing a practice run and calling the level impossible, which was a big deal because he was considered a really good player at the time. Back in 1.9, everyone was just oblivious to the idea that the level was hacked, so the verification of the level was somewhat mysterious. So just how hard really is this level? Well, some who have played the level have described it as beating Bloodlust twice in a row, with the pre-drop being the hardest section of the level. There's also the 8 jumps of hell, which is 8 frame perfect jumps in a row. Throughout the level there are many frame perfects, some might even say a sea of frame perfect. Pretty much every part was built to be theoretically possible, but most likely impossible for legitimate players, especially considering that at the time it was still 1.9 era. Then the level did fade away as other impossible levels like Death Corridor and Silent Circles were created, and Tasha Lux made 69 quadrillion videos on some trash impossible levels. Fast forwarding to 2018, Stormfly pulled off a Stormfly and created a remake of an old impossible level. It was titled Silentium Gratus, but it was heavily nerfed and sits on the legacy list to this day. Later, players such as Septagon and Hyperbola did runs on the level, but never really got too close to actually verifying it. Silent would return to the game in June of 2020, and slightly changed the level to make it physically possible because some changes to the game in the 2.0 update made it impossible, meaning physically impossible. Over time, players would come and go and make some progress on this impossible level. Fast forward to October 24th, 2021. Slaughterhouse had just been verified. This would soon be followed by the verification of Cupid Circles in a couple months. And a few months later, Abyss of Darkness. At this point, Silent Club had already been verified. So many impossible levels from the 1.9 to 2.0 era were getting verified. The biggest one that had still yet to be verified was Silent Clubstep. Top players such as SpaceK, Cursed, Zoink, and Docky would complete both Slaughterhouse and Cupid Circles, some making progress on other levels of similar difficulty such as Hard Machine and Firework, and eventually Abyss of Darkness. Before the verification of AOD, many top players such as Cursed and Diamond even made some progress on Silent Clubstep, but never verified it. The real progress would be made up by 2 players, Vision and Paco. The point of this video is to be quick, so I'll sum it up starting with Vision getting 65% on the level on February 21st, 2022. Which is insane considering that he was jumping from Black Blizzard, which is legacy list at the time of this recording. Vision had been setting world records on the level for some time, but this was a huge progress report. Paco, another player who had been playing the level for some time, would later take the world record from Vision by a few decimals of a percent on May 20th, 2022. Vision and Paco then started a friendly verification race on the level. Vision got 12 to 100 on May 22nd, 2022, Paco got 72% twice, and Vision would get 66% in early July of 2022. Paco would then get 11 to 100 a second time on July 15th and 9 to 100 2 days later. On that same day, July 17th, 2022, which was today if I can get this video out in time, Paco verified Silent Clubstep, the most infamous impossible level and making history. Truly one of the biggest moments in this game's history. So yeah, congratulations to Paco on the verification, and also Vision, because my god, you are both so cracked at the game, like for real, I can't even beat Autogross or like Bloodbath. There is also a redecoration of Silent Clubstep, but due to some minor visual nerfs and the gameplay changes like removing some mirror portals for no apparent reason, the original copy was verified, so now we just have to wait for it to get placed at number 1 if the rating system doesn't fail us again. The end. Subscribe.